You guys, Tana Mongeau and Trisha Paytas are calling out David Dobrik. David recently made his return back to YouTube, though he's now said that that wasn't exactly a full-on return, that he doesn't like making YouTube videos, and that was just kind of like a one-time thing. He cannot be posting regularly. But Tana and Trisha have given their full opinions on his return in their new podcast together, and we are going to get into everything the two of them had to say. A few weeks ago now, David Dobrik posted his first vlog on YouTube since 2022. In the video, things seemed just like how they always had. Him hanging out with the vlog squad, traveling, giving out cars, a SeatGeek sponsorship, and crazy stunts. David has since come out to say on his podcast with Jason Nash that this wasn't exactly a return, even though everyone seemed to take this as he was going to start posting on YouTube again, which he says he just can't do.
This started developing 10 minutes into the video. And it like started to freak me out. Everybody was like, welcome back.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't know what that meant because I was like, are they just saying like, welcome back currently for this one video? Or did they just assume that I'm coming back like weekly? I can't post weekly.
Yeah.
I can't do monthly.
Okay.
I could barely do bi-yearly. I mean, like I posted this, even like so many YouTubers reached out.
Yes.
And they were like, fuck yeah, welcome back.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, well, it's just one video. And then like 3 of them were like, what? And I thought I got my point across that this is like kind of like a one-off thing, but I must have
No, not at all.
No?
No.
No.
What, you never said that.
Okay, I should have. And then I didn't. I was like to Natalie, I was like, I got to pin a comment. And then like Natalie and everybody was like, just don't ruin the moment.
So despite it just being a one-time video, at least for now, David certainly had just reminded people of him and his scandals. And of course, Tana Mongeau and Trisha Paytas reacted to his new video together on their podcast. Both of them publicly support Jeff and know what's going on with him and all that he's had to deal with since his accident that David caused. And so they had some choice words for David and his jolly comeback video, saying people weren't exactly mean enough when he came back and got lucky with the timing of the LA wildfires that took over the mainstream conversation.
I could go into like so much about that. No one really did because the fires happened, which obviously took precedent, but like he got lucky because no one really like, no pun intended, roasted him the way that they should have for that. You know what I mean? Is that bad? I don't know. Like there's no other word I was thinking of.
No, it is crazy. Yeah. Like it's just, I don't know. It didn't get as much negative traction as I thought it would. I think that unfortunately his videos like unlock such a nostalgic part of a lot of people's brains as fans. I have so much to say.
I spiraled that day when that happened. I was spiraling. I was like, oh my God. And then like obviously the next day, yeah.
Why is it weirdly triggering? Like him coming back to the internet.
So triggering.
I can imagine
and I'm like,
for you. Like,
I'm 30. Or Jeff. I was thinking more of that. I was like, could you imagine like someone literally is like, not only are you suing him, but also he's blaming you for this accident that happened. Look, accidents happen, and it's like one thing to be like, okay, accidents happen, like I'm sorry, like whatever, I'll give you some money in settlement to help you with it. It's another thing to like blame someone and be like, you did this actually.
And then you're gonna go to the 7 wonders of the. There are 7 people actually wondering where Jeff Check is. Like that, you're gonna go to the 7 wonders of the world. Like that's just so.
Tana continued the David conversation on TikTok, calling him out for not paying for Jeff's medical bills when she shared, I'm looking through my drafts right now. Like, what do you mean instead of buying these shots, he could have sent Jeff $50. Trisha ended up talking more about David and his whole video on her own podcast and how it's weird that he's acting like nothing is going on between him and Jeff and can give things away to his employees at Dobrik's, but nothing to Jeff.
So insane to once again like not acknowledge the Jeff situation. You're like in this current lawsuit and just like not paying and not doing any of that. It's like so. And it's like currently happening. It's currently affecting someone's life and you almost like killed someone and you're just like not, again, accidents can happen, but if you don't like acknowledge it and just like say sorry and apologize and like a public apology, a private apology, pay for stuff. Like it's just like so, he said too, he was like giving out all these Teslas in the vlog to his
Dobrik's employees.
Yeah, which is like nice, but it's also like, wow, you owe so much money to Jeff and his surgeries that he's paying out of pocket. And it's like you can't do that, but you're doing all of this. It's like it's
literally though, like for David to have said on his podcast that they've run out of people to give cars to and are talking about how getting a good reaction for the vlog is super important for a good video. It's like, well, you could actually change someone's whole life that you actually effed up, but you're out here legally battling him instead of forking over some cash to help him with surgeries. And the whole thing is, it's just so weird of him. Trisha even went on to call out the fact that David hasn't even changed his ways, it seems, as she pointed out the whole car stunt that he included in his vlog.
The fact that it's like the vlogs haven't changed, that it's still like dangerous.
It's crazy.
Like the one with Nick, Jonah or whatever, Nick and Tony, and like driving the car into the pool. And it's like a 2-second clip in the vlog. And I was like, what was the full clip? What is the context? Like, why did you do this? Like, again, I'm sure there's no safety coordinators. I'm sure there's no stunt supervisors around. Like, it literally just felt like the exact same thing in 2019. And it was just like, oh, it just pissed me off.
And it's even more upsetting because it's recently come out that Jeff has suffered from an eye infection that's delayed the healing process of his last surgery. Ethan actually spoke about this on a recent episode of H3.
Poor Jeff. His eye got randomly infected. He's still dealing with this shit. Like, look how, and he was, look how swollen it is. He had to get another like surgery on it. It's just, it's still up. It's still getting randomly infected.
Trisha and Oscar even talked about how Jeff really doesn't publicly talk about how bad things really get with him, as he's wanting to be this tough guy, but it's truly not okay.
Jeff literally had seizures over like a couple months ago over anticipating the eye surgery that he's gonna get.
Yeah.
He had a seizure in the middle of the night, and he's like very alpha male, so I feel like he doesn't even fully get into the trauma and the psychology of what he has to endure.
Yeah.
But just the snippets that he does reveal, it's like, how could I ever look?
And Jeff has since opened up about not being in a good space mentally right now due to everything that is going on with him.
Doing proactively right now to get you out of this rut, dude. And here's the thing, dude. I gotta say this, and I really mean this. This is not a new rut. It's not just like a post-surgery. You have a deep layer of internal sadness, bro. I know you very well. It comes out. You don't, even prior to the surgery, you would go 3-4 days without returning phone calls, without talking to anyone. I know that it's a concern. It's definitely a concern for me. I've talked to the crew about it, and it's definitely a concern for your other friends. What are we doing in 2025 to get you right?
All those times was just me anticipating being at this time now. Like, I'm here now, and there's nothing that I could do. I want to travel. I want to do videos. I wanted to go to your birthday dinner, but I don't want to be the guy sitting there with sunglasses
That's
on
fine.
at night, you know?
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a lot of things that, this has prevented me from pursuing my dreams and opportunities in life that I can't do. And it's every day, constantly. So before this happened, it was because I was anticipating this. That's why I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. And now that this is the aftermath, and I just want to stay in my house.
Trisha, when talking about Jeff on her podcast, even said that she wanted to reach out to him to give him some more support because they are close, but not as close as like him and Tana. But she still felt like she should say something to him.
And I hadn't heard from him for like a couple weeks, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Usually he responds right away. He just responded like yesterday and was like, I've been like really suffering mentally. And he's like, I'm not like well. And I was like, okay. It's like weird because Jeff's always just like, let's podcast, let's do this. And he's always hitting me up. So then when he said that, I was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? I'm like, I don't know. And he probably just like, yeah, I'm okay. But it's like, are you? Like, you don't know what to really do.
I know. I feel for him too, because the toxic masculinity does get him a little bit. Like,
definitely.
He really doesn't like to show his more vulnerable side that often.
No, I wish I was like closer with him to like really genuinely, because I do care, but it's also like, does it come across like disingenuous if you're just like not that close to him?
Yeah.
But like I feel like he's not okay because he was like telling me, and he's kind of like reaching out saying he's like not okay, and I was just like, okay, but like what do I do? Like I don't know.
Yeah, just you should offer to like, do you need anything?
Yeah.
Does he need anything? Like, are
But he
you?
won't. That's what I'm saying. When people are like, no, but it's like, but I feel like you do.
I know.
And on Jeff's recent podcast, Trisha had actually texted him while they were recording, which he really seemed to appreciate.
Yeah. What's this? We got a call? Oh, Trisha just texted me. That's odd. I rarely talk to her.
Oh, yeah?
Trisha's so sweet. She said, Jeff, are you okay? Do you have someone with you to help you through everything?
This is me.
Yeah, I'm just going to send her a picture of you. like, yeah, that's a funny response. But that is cool because she gets it. She's been on the side of like, the banished and, you try to kill me.
She's touring this year too. I just love seeing everyone I love thrive.
Yeah, we're thriving.
It's great.
And you can't kill us. You can't
really
kill
can't.
us no matter how much you try. Unless you put a bullet in my head and you're too scared to do it because you're
It's truly such a shame that this is the current situation. It's good that Jeff is now surrounded by people who support him and defend him and want to see him better, but it's just so wild that David really could help him out so much and he just doesn't do it. He can spend all that money giving things away, flying his friends around the world, buying luxury goods, but helping out someone he hurt? Nope. He's just going to drag it out in court. But as of right now, that's what's been said about this whole David return and how now Jeff has been doing. I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.